Hello everyone, welcome to sjprogrammingsolutions. So in last video we have seen what is serialization and how to do the serialization. Also we have seen what is the transient keyword. Okay. Now in today's video we are going to see how to prevent child class from the serialization. Okay. So we are going to see that. So let's create one more package for that. Here I am going to create new package. And we can give the name as com.sjprogramming.inheritance. Okay, and inside this let's create one class and we will give the name as a parent, and this parent class is implementing the serializable interface. Okay, now let's create one more class which will be our child class, and this child class will extend the parent class. Okay, now we have to create one more class where we are going to perform the serialization. Okay, so I am giving the name as a main. So inside this let's have one main method, and here we are going to do the serialization. So now in parent class, let's minimize this. So in parent class, let's take one variable int a. Okay, and now let's take the constructor here and the getter setter. Okay, now let's go to the child class, and here also I am going to write one more variable which will be b, and let's write the constructor here and the getter setter for b. Okay, now here inside our main class we are going to perform the serialization. Okay, so how we can perform the serialization I already explained in my previous video. So I am going to give the link in the description box, you can check that. So now how we can do the serialization? First we have to write file output stream. File output stream is equal to new file output stream, and here we are going to give the file name. Okay, so now let's give the file name as child.txt. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, now we have to handle the exception. Here let's write object output stream. Object output stream is equal to new object output stream, and here we have to pass our file output stream. Okay, again handle the exception, and now for the serialization we are going to use writeObject method. Okay, and here we have to pass the object which you want to serialize. So now we want to serialize the child class, so let's create the object of the child. So how we can create the object? Child is equal to new child. Okay, and now here we can pass the values for our a and b variables. Okay, so here we have this constructor where we have the integer a and integer b. Okay, so now let's pass here the value as 10 and 20. Okay, and here in the writeObject we have to pass the child class object which we are going to serialize. Okay, now here let's print the message serialization done. Okay, and now if I see here we don't have any file with the name child.txt, so let's run this class. Okay, and here we are going to see serialization is done, and here we have the child.txt file created. Okay, so now if you see here in the child class we have not implemented this with the serializable interface, but the parent class is implementing the serializable interface, hence this child class is eligible for the serialization. But now you want to prevent this serialization. Okay, so how you can do that? So for that what we have to do, so whenever we are doing the serialization, this writeObject method we are using. Okay, and then the serialization is done. So To prevent this, what we have to do, in the child class we have to override the writeObject method, and inside that method we have to throw the exception. Okay, so how we can override? Let's write here private void, what is the method name? writeObject. Okay, and writeObject method will take ObjectOutputStream. ObjectOutputStream. Okay, and here we have to throw the exception. So throw new. Which exception you have to throw? NotSerializableException. Okay, now here you have to handle the exception which is not serializable exception. Okay, so now whenever we are performing the serialization, that time this writeObject method will get called, and here we are throwing the not serializable exception. That's why this child class will not able to serialize. Okay, so now let's go in the main. Okay, and here if we run this now, we should get the exception. See here. So here which exception we are getting? Not serializable exception. Okay, so why we are getting this exception? Because in the child class we have returned this writeObject method, and inside this writeObject method we have thrown this exception. Okay, so this way we can prevent our child class being serialized. Okay, so I hope this is clear. In the interview may start with what is serialization, how you can do the serialization, and after that maybe they go the deeper and they can ask this type of question like how you can prevent your child class being serialized. So that time you can give the answer. If you want to restrict your child class from the serialization, that time you can override the writeObject method inside your child class, and there you can throw not serializable exception. Okay, so this way you can restrict your child class from being serialized. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the video, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.